What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another sneaker review, and this time we're back with Union LA for the third time this year. Obviously, the third collection, which I don't remember them doing ever more than fucking two, and now it's three, obviously, which is crazy. And this is pretty much the Cortez pack. I got the Sesame pair in. Shout out to Trebien out in Sweden. I was able to pick up a pair from there after the release. I did strike out on the Union site and sneakers, so I was able to get in there, which was awesome. This is like a sneaker where like you eat. I don't think there's any in the middle. I think it's either you love it or you hate it, and I think that's what it is. And I think like the Cortez, I don't own a pair. I never got one. They don't do too many collaborations. I know Kendrick Lamar did one and stuff, but hasn't been too many. And when I initially seen this probably about like 5 to 6 months ago, I seen two pairs I liked. There was like the blue pair, which was supposed to come out at the end of the month. Then there was this pair. And these only two I like. The black pair and the white pair, I hated them. I thought they looked shit, whatever. But this one, I pretty much said if I can get my hands on this one, I'll go with it. When the blue pair comes out, if I didn't get this one, I would have got that. But other than that, that's it. Obviously, these are going for like little to nothing on the resale market, maybe even under retail, which is crazy. This is for a Union collab. This is Union Los Angeles, right? Which is crazy. And I always support Union. I love LA. And Chris Gibbs is from Ottawa, which I have family from Ottawa. I'm like pretty much like my second home. So and I always want to support him if I can. So really excited to get into this pair, obviously. And I know y'all are here for the review. So let's get right into it. Start with the box. Alright, so the box, I think this is another really good box by Union. The twos weren't too interesting. I do own the twos back here, and then the Passport Pack Pistachio back out there. All retail costs, by the way. And you know what? This box is really cool. It's very classic. It reminds me of like old Nike boxes that I've seen in the past. And it's really dope. You got pretty much, like on the top, it's like yellow, and it's got this like, it's kind of got like a circle with all like the Union logo pretty much all going around in a circle, which is really cool. And then it's got also Nike sports shoes are manufactured to exact specifications of champion athletes throughout the world. Continued research and content development are responsible for the athletes of the 70s changing to Nike. So Cortez was one of the first models, by the way. And I know that Cortez is very associated with Los Angeles as well, and gang culture, obviously, too. So a lot of people kind of think about that, you know what I mean? Like, and LA, though, in general. So that's that right there. And then you got on the side right here, you got Union with the Nike logo right over there as well. You got pretty much that again on this side. Pretty much just very, very simple and clean. Then on this side as well. And then it's on this side as well, but then it's got Nike Cortez SP Sesame, Pink Clay, Dutch Green. And then I got these in a size 13. We'll talk about sizing a little later. It did work out for me, which was really dope. So then the inside is pretty cool as well. You got Know the Ledge right over here with that kind of like stripe print that reminds me of those old Nike boxes. And the paper is really cool as well. You kind of got like that. You got a bunch of the Cortezes and stuff, some history involved as well, which is really, really nice. Kind of show it a little bit if I can. Got all those classic Cortez models. Shows a lot about it. It's kind of like an old ad back then, kind of. And then you got kind of Union sprinkles all over it. And they did really good with the presentation, obviously, on a sneaker like this. But with that, obviously, I know everybody wants to see the shoes. Let's get into the shoes. The Union LA Nike Cortez from the Cortez pack in the Sesame colorway. And before we get into the shoes, we got the Dutch green, I guess from the actual obviously color. This came with it as well, so one extra lace option, all tied up. But obviously, here are the shoes. So really cool, really nice. I've never really thought about buying a Cortez other than that classic one just to get it, just maybe to beat it up or something like that. But these caught my eye. I thought they were really cool. I like the way they incorporated the colors and stuff. I know I've talked to some of my buddies. I said, "What do you think of these?" And they didn't really like them and stuff. But I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like it's all that matters is if you wear what you like. Right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. Right? So, but let's break down the sneaker for y'all. It is kind of in this. Very, I don't know how to say. There's a lot of suede involved here. And there's almost this, I don't know what it is, almost like a carpet feel. I mean, I don't think it is exactly, but it is interesting. The Nike swoosh is in that kind of very, it's almost like a magenta red. I don't really know how else to call it. Then you got these stripes all around. You got beige, then you got some of that blue, and then you got some of that more magenta, and then some more of that sandy bit a little bit. So really cool there. And you kind of got the midsole right here is that grind material, kind of recycled. So every single midsole and outsole probably does not look exactly the same. So similar if you have the Space Hippies or something like that, or any other recycled, environmentally friendly shoes they've done Nike, it'll look something like that. So yeah. And then on the toe box, you kind of pretty much got that kind of very suede bit, obviously really nice. And then you got kind of on the lace tip, you got kind of Cortez 72, which is really dope as well in that blue. And then obviously the other side is pretty much the same as the first side, obviously pretty much the same there. And then if you work your way up, these laces are really cool. It's kind of almost they're almost kind of, I thought they were I'm not gonna lie, I think I kind of baited on the laces. I thought the laces were gonna be way more thicker and nicer, but they're still nice. Obviously you got kind of that magenta and some white in there as well. Then you got the another distressed Union tongue. You got pretty much a Union logo with the Nike swoosh obviously right there in that magenta pink in the back. And then you got kind of that distress. You kind of see it from this back side as well. It's pretty cool. Then on the other side it has Know the Ledge with the Union logo as well. If you can catch that. There we go. Then the insole is this cork insole. It's got pretty much Union Nike logo. So yeah, it's my first ever cork insole, which is really cool and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it's not not uncomfortable. It's just it's nothing crazy cushioning. I think I would rather prefer the other one, but it is a cool touch. The sock liner is pretty much little to nothing. It's got pretty much just this white, and it's literally not comfortable at all. Not gonna lie. I wish they really could use better quality, but then again, I think this ran me after shipping 186 Canadian dollars. So, and I think it would have been 130 American, which isn't bad really, but still, whatever, I guess. It also on the tag on the inside. It's got US 13, obviously, made in Indonesia. Production date was, oh my God, this was this was August to October 2021. So these have been sitting around for a while, probably multiple delays and stuff, but they're here, right? So. And on the back side, obviously, I want to show the heel tab, which is crazy. I got kind of the, in the magenta and then some blue. Obviously, you got the Union logo. And then if you pull it up, you got Nike in that white text, which I really like as well. That's a really cool touch. Like I said, some really cool touches in this. And I forgot to add, by the way, you got the Union LA logo. The usual Union LA signature logo in that yellow and black, of course. Then you got an outsole. It's pretty much that beige, pretty much, from the rest. And you got that recycled material grind kind of obviously outsole, like I said, with the Nike logo in the middle. So like I said, that's what it is. Really cool. And yeah, so obviously I'm gonna talk about obviously comfort. Comfort is not great in these. I'm not gonna lie. It's not really good, but maybe it'll get comfortable as I wear it a little longer. The first time I put them on, holy fuck, man, these are not that comfortable. But yeah, I was they're all right, I guess, but. If you wear a regular Cortez, it's probably the same. It's probably a little better, I guess. But in terms of my first ever Cortez experience, not super comfortable, but it is a dope looking shoe in my opinion. And yeah, and obviously when it comes to sizing, okay, so if you have a foot that's not wide and it's narrow, I'd say go true to size with these. But in the way my foot is, it's very wide. It's a big foot. I'm usually 12 and a half true, but I'll just, if it's more on the roomy side, I'll go 12. If it's not, I'll go 13. With this, I went 13 because I was told it's very narrow and stuff. So, and I have wide feet, so that was going to be an issue. So I did go up to 13, and it works perfect. No complaints. If I went 12, I probably would have been in pain. Not going to lie. So, Yeah, and super dope. And in terms of styling, guys, I think these are actually like more doable than you think. I think obviously you can use some neutral colors and stuff. You get some pop, obviously, with maybe like some like pink or whatever. Some beige, actually, wear some beige, like a beige top or something like that, or a hat or something. You can do stuff with this. I think you can. It's not necessarily the easiest thing, but I think it's something you can work with, and I think it can be done. It can be done. So, but yeah, I really like, obviously, this sneaker. It's really cool. I'm really happy to own it, especially for a price that isn't too crazy. And obviously, you do get what you pay for in terms of the comfort, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of shoes we have that don't necessarily are super comfortable, but they look sick, and I think that's the category it falls into for me. But guys, if you want to check out, obviously, an on feet, I got some footage from my driveway, and here you go. But yeah, guys, obviously it's your turn. Let me know what you think of the Cortez pack in general from Union LA. What do you think of the Sesame pair? Would you cop? Would you not? Do you have them? Let me know what you think if you do. The resale market is pretty low on these, so you can definitely pick them up. Let me know if you're thinking about it and stuff. And my review maybe made it a little easier for you, obviously. Try to help out, obviously, because sizing has always been an issue for me, obviously, with the type of foot I have. So I always try and cover that in the best way possible. So, but anyways, guys, I have a bunch of sneaker reviews on the way as well, so stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this review as well, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell down below as well. It helps the channel a lot. I got, like I said, a lot on the way. I got those Noctas on the way as well. I got a social status pair. Two, I got the Casino Air Max 1, so I got a bunch of stuff coming in, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. But that pretty much wraps up for my review here today of the Sesame colorway from the Union LA Cortez pack with Nike. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.